everyone, it's Kim and I'm back to talk to you today about protection and cleansing ourselves and our environment. This will be a two-part series. The first part we'll talk about protection and the second part we'll talk about cleansing. So when I talk about protection, I mean protecting ourselves from negative energies, or whether it's done on purpose or not. We have a lot of negative energy being thrown at us, and if you're an empath, you definitely feel it. You can also be protecting yourself from energies, that are coming just, from solar flares or anything like that. All right, so protection can be a very, very broad sense. You can have somebody that's mad at you, so you want to protect yourself against that. You can have maybe a big family gathering where you're all, everybody's coming over for a holiday or something, and you want to protect yourself from all of the energies of chaos. If you're very sensitive, you might feel when you have quite a few people in one space, you might actually really feel that. And I'm one of those people. I actually feel that. And I've noticed that when I wear certain crystals, I definitely feel a little bit better. So we're going to talk about different ways, different crystals that you can use, different techniques that you can use to protect yourself from potentially psychic attacks or negative energies coming at you, whether it's done on purpose or not. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the white light technique. This is very, very common. Everybody talks about the white light. Well, where do you get this white light? What is this white light you speak of, Kim? For this is how I do it, and I know there's other ways and stuff, so please do your research. I'm just sharing different things that I've done and what really works well for me and my family. So visualizing white light. When I visualize white light, I visualize it coming from, the sky, from somewhere out of this world. And so I guess it's source. I feel like I'm pulling this white light down from source, and I bring it in through my crown chakra, and I can actually feel it coming down through my body. Now I don't stop there. I don't send out the white light right yet. I bring the white light all the way down to my feet into Mother Earth. Mother Earth is very protective. For me, Mother Earth is protective. I don't know if that's for everybody else, but I feel very, very, very connected. So I bring the white light down into Mother Earth, and I ground this energy so that I can use it. And then I bring the energy back up. And there's a number of different ways that you can have this white light come out of you. You can send it out through all of your pores, all your being. You could just fill yourself back up with the white light and just have it shoot out like, you can send it out through your crown chakra. You can send it out through your third eye. Any one of your chakras, you can send out this white light from, however works for you. However you can visualize it and feel it. A lot of people use their hands. You can send it out through your hands as well. The hand that you write with is typically the hand that you can send with. Right? The hand that you don't write with, your non-dominant hand, is usually the hand that you receive with. It's not always the case, but that's just a little, very, very common. So you can send out the white light once it's, once you ground it, bring it up, send it back out, and you can have it surround you. My daughter calls it a bubble. So I send out this white light, and then I kind of bubble. I put this bubble around. How do I visualize it? I actually visualize it in this way, and you have your own techniques. Do what works for you, however you can see. I see this white light coming out, and I make it spin all around. So if I'm protecting myself, for example, I put this like a ribbon of white light all around me, right? Once I do that, I start to spread. Gosh, it kind of reminds me of a chemtrail. Ugh. Yeah. But that's kind of what I see. Maybe it's from the chemtrails. But I see this white light swirling around, and then it starts to expand, right? And then I make it expand so that it's completely all around me. That's how I do it. And something that I just learned from Sebastian, thank you Sebastian, I love this idea. You can also send flashes of white light. So think of like the camera, like taking a picture and you flash. So you can make this like white light like flash. And when you do that, you're pushing away, you're cleansing all around you, right? And you can do right around you, you can do your room, your whole house, your whole neighborhood, you know, the whole, you know, country, however you want to do it. I've only been able to do my like one space, one room. But I've done this with putting the white light around and then taking a picture and flash. And Sebastian suggests that you try to hold the flash as long as you can so that you're really pushing away. And that's the thing, and I didn't know this. I thought you were just kind of cleansing the space with this flash, but you actually I felt this like pushing away anything that was around me. It was really cool. So I did the white light, I did my little swirls, I made my bubble, and then I flashed. And I was like, whoa! So like I pushed away anything that was nearby. Really, really cool technique. So thank you, Sebastian. Give that a try. That's a really good protection kind of thing to do. It's also cleansing. We're going to talk about cleansing too. I'll probably bring this up in part 2 because it is like a cleansing kind of thing. It's not just protection. It's also cleansing, shooting away anything that's in your aura. So you have the white light. You can also envision it to be golden color or violet color. Really, what resonates with you? What do you feel that is protective for you? You can also fill the whole space up with the white light, which is something that I do when I'm laying in my bed at night. I'll start with my basement and I'll just fill with white light. I'll just fill up my basement with white light. And I just keep going up to my second floor, and I do each room. I do my kitchen, my living room, and I send this white light, and I fill the whole room, and until it just comes all the way upstairs to our bedrooms, and then I fill up each bedroom with this white light. Sometimes I'll do blue light, whatever I just kind of feel at the moment. So you can fill up your space with this white light or golden light or blue light too. Not just you. You can fill your whole space. Another thing you can do is, if you're not good with the light, you can try, if you're more solid, you know, if you need something more solid than that, you can do like a brick wall. You can imagine like a brick wall around you, right, all around you, okay, put up this brick wall. You can even put the brick wall up in your mind. You can place one brick at a time, like you're putting the brick wall up. If you like, you can use other stones. If you want to use something, you know, a little bit more ornate, you can do that. Or if you're very plain and want something real quick, cement. You know, just visualize you're cementing, you know. You can even visualize yourself putting this cement wall around you, where you have that thing in your hand and you reach down, you get the cement, and you just kind of put it all around you. Whatever works for you. Okay, but the more you really can feel it, so let's say, for example, you're doing cement or brick. How does that feel? It's very hard, and nothing's getting past that, right? That's very, very important. So try to bring in that sense too. All right, so then you have the mirror technique. You can visualize mirrors. You can put up big mirrors all around you, and that's going to keep you from getting anything coming at you. But the thing about mirrors is, you know, it reflects back. So let's say you just got into a fight with your boyfriend or girlfriend or your wife or your best friend, you know, and they're sending bad thoughts. They're like, I can't believe that Kim did that or said that, you know. So maybe they're thinking bad thoughts or energy flies, right? So I'm very sensitive, and I know you're thinking bad thoughts about me, right? So I feel like I'm under attack. Not done on purpose. It's not meant to hurt anybody, but my heart hurts, you know. You're thinking bad thoughts. I feel it in my heart, you know. That happens. But when you use the mirrors, you have to remember you're reflecting back, you're sending that back. So you don't always, most of the time, if ever, do you want to send back negative energy to somebody. Even if somebody's trying to do it to you on purpose, do you really want to send it back to them on purpose? Sometimes you have to do it. And I'm not saying it's, you know, if there's a spell out on you or something, sometimes you have to take a stand and protect yourself and your family and your loved ones. And the mirror technique is going to do that. The mirror technique is going to shoot that back out. All right? And send it back to whoever's sending it to you. It's not my first thing I think of. The first thing I think of to do is the white light. And I also will send back with love. If I know that somebody's thinking bad thoughts, I got in a fight with somebody and I'm feeling it and I'm under the psychic attack, but I know it's because they're hurt because of something maybe I did or said that I didn't intend to, I will send back with love. And so my protection is love. And I even made this beautiful heart-centered protection grid with rose quartz in it and some protection stones. But the key to this grid, we'll talk about grids in a little while. We'll talk about crystals in a minute. But the key to this grid was that I infused a heart-centered love approach to this whole thing. So I felt, for me, using my heart, using a heart-centered approach really worked well. All right. Kill them with kindness, kind of what it is. But I felt better about myself and raised my own vibrations. And when you raise your own vibrations, you can't really be attacked. It's much harder to permeate. It's much harder to get through you because you're full of love and forgiveness. So it's a lot harder for that psychic attack to really get at you. Just looking at my notes, I don't want to miss anything. So be careful with the mirrors. All right, because you don't necessarily want to send back to somebody all the negativity they were sending you. Sometimes you have to do it, but just use caution, okay? You can also, similar to the mirror technique, but a little different, when you get really good at visualizing, you could take a mud bath, connect to Mama Earth. You gotta love Mama Earth. She's got this protective energy, and when I show you the crystals, I'm gonna make this little connection here. But you can kind of see where I'm going with this. When I am pulling in the white light, I pull in the white light, I ground it, bring it down to Mama Earth. She fills it with her Mama Love, and then I send it out. When you want to have a little bit even more protection, this is a really great thing to do. It's a little harder to imagine, but with practice you can do it. But visualize yourself taking a mud bath. Play in the mud for a while. Roll around in the mud for a while. Maybe you'll know why pigs love it so much. Roll around in the mud in your mind's eye. Don't really go out in the backyard and roll around. Well, you can. Go ahead. Go have fun. But in your mind's eye, put this mud all over you, in your hair, all over you. Cover your whole self with mud. How does that feel? Is it warm? Is it sticky? Is it gooey? Does it smell earthy? Right? Cover yourself in this mud. And that is a beautiful protection that you can utilize. If you need to have more than that and you need the reflection back, you can then imagine pieces of glass, a mirror, purple mirror, all attaching to this mud. Like the mud is kind of like glue, and you stick all these mirrors all over you, and you just become this big reflective ball of mud where nothing can see you. This is a really great technique for astral projection too, by the way, or when you're meditating, so that nobody can see you because you're shining off. You got this reflection coming off. You're covered in mud. So it's a really good protection for that as well. All right, so that's the mud technique. You can try that. You can also, if you like to work with angels, you can call upon Archangel Michael, because he is the protection. He's the protector archangel, and his color is typically blue or an indigo. You can call upon him for protection. You can ask him to cover you with his cloak. You might even feel this heavy cloak coming over you, right? So kind of picture yourself being covered with this cloak and then zip it up, and so you're protected that way. He also has a shield. You can ask for Archangel Michael to cover you with his shield, right? Or you might feel this blue or this indigo type of energy around you. That it could be Archangel Michael. You call upon him. Those are his colors, and you can use that as well if you're looking for, angelic guidance. Some things you can do around your house. Okay, go to your kitchen and grab your shaker of salt. All right, who is it? Jimmy Buffett and his lost shaker of salt. Now we know why he needed his salt, not just for margaritas. It's also good for protection and cleansing. So you have sea salt. I use sea salt. You don't have to use sea salt. You can use regular salt, whatever you have in your cupboards. All right, if I happen to have sea salt, I use it. If I don't, I grab my regular salt. But actually, we use sea salt for cooking too. I think I'll come on a commercial. I'm not very good at this. I wouldn't do very well at holding up containers. But yeah, sea salt. You can take a little salt and put it around your windows and your doorways. So that will give a protective barrier. You know that in rituals you can put salt in a circle around you. The reason for that is protection. Salt gives us this protection. It's also cleansing, and we'll talk about that as well in the next video. So go ahead and put salt around your windows and doors or around you, okay? I'm looking at my list. Crystals. Let's talk crystals. Yay! If I keep looking around, it's because I just have all these shiny, sparkly things, and I'm like, ooh, shiny, sparkly. I gotta touch that. So I have all these crystals here to show you. Okay, crystal talk. Crystals. The most commonly used protective crystals are black, right? So always hear of this one, always black tourmaline, right? The three crystals that people ask me, what crystals should I get? Black tourmaline, amethyst, clear quartz. They're like the staple. It's like having sugar and salt and pepper in your cupboards. Well, black tourmaline, amethyst, and clear quartz are like ones that you might want to have if you're into crystals. So black tourmaline, I just happen to have it on my computer because it absorbs all the electromagnetic gunk, right, that I don't want coming at me into my aura. So black tourmaline. You could put black tourmaline around the doorways. You can put it around your windows. All right, that's another thing that you can do, and you can do that with other crystals too. Right, so you have your black tourmaline. I'm just showing you all the blacks right now, but you can use the black tourmaline around windows, around doors, to hold under your pillow. Another black crystal, this is black Tibetan quartz. Sebastian, look, black Tibetan quartz. I know he loves clear. This is black, awesome, and it has a point, so you can use it to direct energy. Right, if you want to direct protective energy. Black crystals. Oh, black obsidian. Right, it's volcano. Volcanic rock is black obsidian. And black obsidian arrowhead. Okay. I'm going to have, this is snowflake obsidian. Now, snowflake obsidian is black obsidian with quartz in it. That's what the little white spots are. So I love this little wand because I use this for helping me close portals. Don't let the portal hit you in the ass. That's my phrase. When you close the door, don't let the door hit you in the ass. Yeah. Okay. So you have black obsidian. Snowflake obsidian, and this is a wand. Also, I have somewhere, I have black obsidian, I keep saying black, snowflake obsidian, also in a tumbled, right? You can use this in elixirs or gem waters. Shungite, also you can use for protection. One of my new favorites, Numite, sparkly. Is it showing up the sparkles? I'm not sure if it's showing the little gold specks. Numite is really great. I love this little, it's like a little palm stone, and I put it on my heart, or I put it on the area where I feel I'm under attack. I often will feel certain chakras being attacked. My heart, my solar plexus, and my throat are the three that I mostly feel. So I can take this when I feel like any one of those are under attack, and they throb and they spin really hard. I could really feel it, and I know. And so I'll place my Numite, because of the shape of it, but I'll place it on any one of those chakras. It's a good one to have. Black kyanite. Okay. It's not really black, but has black in it. But labradorite. This is still available for adoption. So labradorite actually reflects back any negative energies. So you can use that. This is just a natural piece, natural chunk. Hematite, also a good one for protection. Here is a natural piece of hematite. And some tumbled. Of course, let's see. We talked about, jewelry. You can also wear your jewelry, right? You have, this is black tourmaline and clear quartz. This is an anklet I made. You can also wear it as a bracelet. That's a little big for me. But I put it on my ankle. And I have amethyst bracelet, because amethyst is also protective. So you'll have big chunks of natural amethyst, amethyst druze, sparkly. You see why I keep looking away. Amethyst tumbled. Smoky quartz, another protective one. Okay, this one has a point. Again, I can direct energy out the apex to wherever I want to send this energy to. So if I want to clear an area of the room, I could direct it, and I can actually, like, use it to point out that way to put extra protection in a corner of a room or something. Here is a smoky quartz tumbled. Citrine. Some people use citrine. I'm not a big citrine person in terms of for protection, but some people will use citrine because it transmutes negative energy. This is a citrine druze. This is just a natural piece of citrine. You can use that. I use citrine more for my solar plexus and for energy and power and abundance, manifestation. But some people will use it also for protection, so as it transmutes negative energy. Red jasper, also you can use for protection. Red jasper and, what is that? Red jasper and jet as a combined together make a really good protection combo. Thank you, Paula, for that tip. Blue kyanite. I showed you black kyanite. Forgetting which ones I'm showing. You got the black kyanite, you got the blue kyanite, also good for protection. And I don't know if I showed this one yet. This is lodestone. Lodestone is magnetic, see? The paper clip doesn't fall. See what you learn in these videos? So many cool things. Okay, so I think that's all of the protective crystals that I have out. I'm just double checking. So how do you use these crystals? Well, these are not all the crystals. I have some here, sorry. Tiger eye, did I not show you that? Tiger eye protective crystal. I don't really use this one, but a lot of people do use it for protection. And black onyx, did I mention black onyx? Or black agate? Okay, so I thought now that's all the crystals I have for protection. Okay, so what do you do with them? Well, you can make a Mojo bag. All right, so I took a little white sage and put it in a Mojo bag, in a little bag. All right, here, a little white sage. Put it in a Mojo bag. Take your crystals. Here's a snowflake obsidian. Take 2 or 3, 4 at the most, and you can put it in your bag. Make your own little Mojo bag. So I put white sage in here. You can use white sage. You can use cinnamon sticks. You can use cinnamon from your cupboard, though it might fall through on this, but if you have a solid bag, You can do that, but you can use some ground cinnamon. If you look online, maybe you can learn how to make your own cinnamon cones. A little cone. I got this at Walmart. You can get these at Walmart for $1. You can get like 40 of them. So this is a cinnamon one. You can put your incense in your bag as well, or look online how to make your own cinnamon incense cones out of cinnamon and oil. Some kind of oil. I've tried making it. It smelled awful. It smelled like burnt oil. So I can't tell you how to make it. But look online. You might be able to find the recipe on how to make that. Kim does not follow directions well. I cannot put things together. I have to make things up myself because otherwise it doesn't work. So I don't know how to tell you. But you can make your own little cinnamon cones. Put it in a bag. Another thing that you can do. This video is getting a little long. So I'm going to rush it along a little bit, but you can use essential oil. So you can actually use, what do I have? Oh my goodness. White sage and patchouli. So this is white sage and this is patchouli. All right, so you can take these. Now patchouli has this like earthy smell. It smells like dirt. See the connection? Dirt. Dark colored stones, blacks, browns, earthy colors. You get it? Mother Earth, protector. So you can take your essential oil, you can anoint your crystal, whatever. I know like smoky quartz is a good one. You can anoint that and put it in your bag. You can put a little essential oil on you if you feel you need a little. You can put it on your wrist. A little bit, again, can be very, very strong smells. People may not like that. So that's what you can utilize in terms of essential oils and making your own little Mojo bag. You can also make grids out of your crystals. You don't need to have a whole bunch of crystals. Even if you had 3, let's say for example, all you have are the ones that I have here in the little Mojo bag, which I'm taking out. You can have your snowflake obsidian and your smoky quartz and your tiger eye. Maybe that's all you have. Put it in a triangle. The triangle is a very protective sign. So lay it out in the form of a triangle, and you can make a simple little grid that way. Doesn't have to be too big. I will make a grid. I'll put the triangle. I made a triangle out of pneumite in my latest protection grid, and then I made a hexagon around it. So you can really do it however you want. But if all you have are 3, 3 is an awesome number, right? So 3, make a triangle, great power to that. And I'll put a link below on how to make a crystal grid. And again, you can anoint your crystals and in your grid as well. Just know that not all crystals should have essential oil on them or be put in any type of water or any kind of spray. So if it has iron in it, which is Fe, or if it's 5 or less on the Mohs hardness scale, you want to keep it away from water, oils, and things like that. Okay, that's a general rule of thumb. What else can you do with your crystals? You can, like I said, you can make the Mojo bag, you can make grids, you can put the crystals around your house. You can put smoky quartz in your windowsill, hematite, put it on your windowsills, put it around your doorways if you want. You can put one in each corner of your room, make a big square with it. You can do that. I think that's about, oh, candles. If you want to work with candles, you can use red, yellow, and white are a good combination for protection. So red. The red one is behind me. So I have red behind me, yellow, and white. You can use that for protection as well. Also, I like purple too. Purple is good for protection too. So I think I went through everything in terms of using crystals and salt, crystal grids. I'm just checking my notes. So one thing to remember when you're using all of these things, you don't need any of this stuff, okay? What you need is your intention. You need a pure heart, you need a good heart, you need good intention to say, I'm not going to take this anymore, what does Cygnus say? Cygnus says, I'm bored with this. That's another good one. I don't want any more of this negativity in my life. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm bored. It could be a negative entity. It could be negative energy being sent at you. In any case, I want nothing to do with this. I'm raising my vibrations. I am so tired of this. And I think when you take that kind of attitude, like this is not fitting my life, you take that kind of attitude, or have love. But when you have a lot of fear and anger and sadness, resentment, jealousy, when you have all of that, you're going to bring all of this into your life, and you're going to make it even worse. Right? So you don't need any of this stuff. You can simply say, I'm not going to have this in my life. If you want, you can write it out on a piece of paper, have a firm affirmation, write it on a piece of paper and carry it with you and every day look at it. I am safe, I am secure, I am protected. Have some kind of affirmation that you look at. You can use that affirmation in your crystal grid, in your Mojo bag. You can have that affirmation tucked inside your bra, whatever, on your mirrors, under your pillow. Don't need any of this stuff. You need to believe that you are safe, because only you can protect yourself. You really are the one that protects yourself. Okay? And what's there to fear, Fear itself. So be safe. Be true to yourself, right? Be objective about it. Don't feed this fear. Don't feed this negative energy or this perceived negative energy. And we're going to talk about cleansing yourself and cleansing your space in the next video. So please join me in the next video.